Start recording. Start streaming. 4:02 in the morning, 11th of December 2025, Thursday. Now, what the fuck does it say on... Okay, it lines up again. If I show recordings, 3 minutes and 48 seconds. Fuck it. It's the 11th of December 2025. That is what it recorded too, here. I'm trying to like... What the fuck? It's taking so long. And then just between waking up... Says it's 7:30 at night. The garbage guy the screen is frozen. They just sit on your street. And then they try to make themselves known. Street, like looking on it. How much of my... Oh my god, get the fuck out of here with this. How much of like a previous stream was just like a frozen screen? I super don't feel good. It's like hard to even fucking concentrate. I save my own personal archive of my stuff. Go to Twitch. Well, I didn't do all this for nothing. It's like work. Content, video producer. So yeah, this is the thing I just did. And the screen is frozen. If you get a fucking life of your own, it won't be hell anymore. So it's frozen, it's saying it's 7:30 at night. So, I mean, I don't know how long it's been frozen like that. 2 hours and 34. It looks like it was frozen. Everything I said, whatever, for 2 hours wasn't even on the screen. At all. Now they don't like you again. Like, what the fuck, dude? So, yeah, and I've been, like, showing documents and saving files and, like, maybe this is helpful. I got... And doing that.
Its purpose was to help keep people.
Well, that all came through. Did I upload this stupid fucking video to YouTube? Because, like... Yeah, that's really a wasted, like, 2.5 hours, I guess. No.
Braves and poor people.
Yeah, that's the, like, album. This one. Starring Miners to guaranteed. So I was reading out important documents and okay, so go to YouTube Studio and just rename the fucking thing. That is a load of bullshit. I was stuck at 7:30 p.m. and never showed what I was talking about. Now it's just evidence that my stream has been messed with. There you go, that fixed it. Yeah, fuck you. That's crazy. And this ended just fine. Oh my god, go back. That is a load of horseshit. I mean, I don't even remember everything. They're like important documents. This shit that they're having me file to. I definitely was just reading out documents they're making me file. These things and showing the emails. They sent me these two requests for stay, request for hearing. Then at a different email address, they sent this thing to file a motion twice. That still says you're supposed to go to the courthouse, as if like, I mean, I can't. The entire point is I can't leave my apartment. So you seem to think this is funny. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure all this was showing the like evidence of the email that they sent me these things, where it was sent from. You know, I'm keeping my own evidence. I don't have anybody to protect me, clearly. Sent them my PTSD letter, sent them these other things they had me fill out. Make sure I added these to my drive. These requests. Read this out loud. Like, that's what isn't on the screen. Read this out loud. And then what magical, mysterious. The whole screen was stuck at. Hold on, I want to check this. When did this end? At like 4. Like when this was over, I went to sleep. I was really, really tired. I was barely keeping my fucking eyes open to do the stream. You want to make this say music. Um, woke up, did this one. It's not playing from that. God, what pain in the ass. Oh my god. No, I don't have any patience right now. No human being really would. Like, what a joke. And whatever, my screen was stuck apparently. I don't know how or why that could happen. I don't think I started streaming at 7:30. It's just exactly stuck at 7:30. Oh, I said, right. 9:09. Start recording. Start streaming. Still a Human Rights Day. 9:08 p.m. So, yeah, what else does that mean? It means like if I use my computer as a security camera, as well as I have an indoor security camera. And some point at 7:30, it just like froze. But the screen was not frozen. Like I had no idea that it wasn't showing the right stuff. That's just. Oh, who are you gonna tell about? Somebody that's not anyone I've ever talked to before, because you all been fucking with my life my whole life. Hopefully they're not in your fucking little cult, but I don't know how I can know that. Like, how's that? Is that a good fucking answer for everybody? Like, I hope Obama shows up. Like, yeah, anyone's gonna be honest about who was fucking with you in the first place. Really fucked up. No, it's absolutely terrorizing that some like petty ass bullshit has been running your life for years on end. People that never had to grow up. I don't know. I don't care anymore. Like, to go make up stories about what could have been. You just like, yeah, clearly people do not have your best interests. They have their own interests, and that's all they ever fucking had. That's what it feels like. Um, no, I've known, yeah, dozens and dozens of people. It's like a mark of my generation that like do computer stuff. My dad even did computer stuff. He's supposed to be dead though, right? Like, really doesn't make sense if your dad. It changed the battery icon down here for some reason. That's new. Even the thought concept of like the guys were looking at girls as robots they were building, and you're just not a model that they like because you don't do what they want, is another just like fucking, sci-fi story from Dumbville. Like, and everybody got stuck in the military, and then they're all being like fucking hive-minded morons. What am I looking for? Just to check. Yeah, someone really wanted to at least feel like they owned you if they. And they don't even like you. It's not about liking. I feel like there's far off sirens. You can almost barely even hear them. Oh, there's women that would fuck with you too. Yeah, great. Yeah, don't forget that. Noted. Like, and yet, what, your whole life is suddenly just about people that would fuck with you for some reason, instead of, what was it about before? Social commentary? Like, you look at stuff on Facebook, you share news articles, you write poems. Like, you'd go to work. You work as a cashier, you work as a janitor. You make enough money to try to pay your rent. If it's late, you still paid it. Like, I'm supposed to be in a building that kept you housed, so they waive a late fee, make you feel like worried about it, but you paid it, and then like you do it again next month. Like, and in the between you try to do something like with your life's work. Whatever, like, that's it. It was not about terrorist attacks and right, only like people in the military would be like, no, now your life is going to be about terrorist attacks, because our life is about terrorist attacks. Like, no, everyone's a goddamn terrorist. Yeah, it's just bullshit about going home. Like, oh man, if you had just, hooked up with people they assigned you with, and that fucker gets to pretend that they're from Portland, then by extension, you could have pretended you were from Portland, and then they would have left you alone. Too bad you didn't, like, forcibly have some fucker's baby. Because, like, I mean, get away from me and my womb. It almost makes me like, oh, did they like deliberately sterilize me at some point? Because I've never been pregnant, and I've had a couple really fucked up gynecology appointments. It almost is like, well, maybe it's for the best. Some asshole was right, but then that's a scam too. Like, we're gonna do this horrible shit to you your whole life, and then we're gonna try to manipulate you to feel like it was for the best. Maybe it's better than this like other fucked up alternative. You'd rather not have a kid at all than be forced to have one, right? And it's like they have like a book of all of these kind of, you could imagine that they've done it for centuries, and here's all the different like damage control narratives that they can pull out their ass, and they fuck with people since they're babies. And it's just like by the time you get smart enough to realize anything, they slap you with like a damage control narrative. Which, yeah, would be easier to believe if if COVID hadn't been a worldwide problem. There's just no fucking way. This is not just about me. And whether or not I'm ever gonna like fucking meet other people that were ever held in the same position, why would they let you all be friends? Then you might be able to tell someone about it. Like, yeah, wanting so bad to find something on these documents that could prove that, like, these are fake, or I requested a hearing. I can't go to the fucking courthouse and they know it. The obvious answer would have been that the people that run your building would take the paperwork there for you. They're not even emailing me back. Like, I don't understand what you expect to get out of that unless you really think you're gonna murder me. Like, you've already planned that scenario. Because otherwise, I know your face, Allison Stock, and I know your name. Like, what, I'm supposed to say your name a million times till I die? Because you were the last person in charge that were supposed to help me. So you're just like skirting around me, hoping I get evicted first. I don't see why that makes any sense to you. And then it's like, this is like completely deranged. Yeah, who the fuck was Katie Pinfield, whatever the fuck. And like, apparently they don't even work. It's funny because you do not get the same email back every time. Like, no, you need to kiss somebody's ass to make us look good. No, I don't, because that's not justice in any universe. I don't have to do fucking anything for people that have betrayed me. No, aloha, no longer an employee. But it sent that back once, and then is it the same exact phrasing? It's just like you would get the same auto response. If they said an auto response, you'd get it every single time, usually. I mean, you can fake an auto response, like. They literally set up an account. Well, the idea, you gave us the idea. How did that happen? Because you needed to be stalking me to be given the idea to create a fake account that you knew you were gonna delete. And now I've saved it to multiple places on the internet. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is the point? Whether this person even like existed or not. And they were the only one responding back to my emails. The rest of management doesn't. You could have maybe thought something fucked up happened to that Allison Stock person, and someone's been faking using her email. I've said a million. If that's happened, then me bitching about it should only help. Figure it out. Okay, so it's not, oh, you should have just shut your mouth and pretended it never happened. How would you have found out that they're like being locked in a basement somewhere, or they got murdered or anything if I had just shut up about it, right? Like, so all things should still lead to the truth. I'll just keep doing my work. Yeah, or they have been that person and they are doing this runaround. They keep the responses have been disingenuous, and then they keep acting like I have to talk to them in person in order to get them to help me do their job. And that's fundamentally untrue. You've already had multiple people work in this building that didn't need to meet me in person. They knew I was stuck in my room and communicated at least that way. And that doesn't mean like, oh, well, they were good and this one's bad. Because, I mean, all this shit has been going on for years without it being, like, addressed, really. But at least before they were, like, working with me. Now they just, like, totally stopped even doing that. Yeah, they made sure I got that O-Rap thing. Who knows if that, because there was something in it for them. I don't know. I guess that would be a psychological motivation if I was writing a really, like, shitty story. And this took forever to get this rental assistance. But, you know, but yeah, for years, since 2020, they've been, you know, doing something for me. The design of the building isn't really awesome. Where, like, you have this IHI thing. Well, yeah, if I'm getting evicted, I'm absolutely... What, you're gonna make my entire life now be about this housing situation? Like, you're either gonna murder me, or you deliberately did this so that I would have nothing else that, like... I mean, I still have my entire life to say. I don't see where you get off ever thinking that, like... You can't punch me in the face and expect me to forget it. You know, like... And I'm not a liar. I'm not gonna... Like, you slightly slapped me in the face and I pretend you punched me. Like, you punched me in my life. Like, you punched me right in the life. So, yeah. Oh, I hate this auto recovery shit. Now I have 2 versions of it and don't know which one. Yeah, I'm very serious. Like, murdering me apparently is an option for people. Like, it should not be. But if hurting you the way they have was an option, what's stopping them from killing you? I mean, they've already pretty much killed you a bit. My voice did not sound like this in 2020. Like, they have been deliberately hurting me. And I'm gonna disconnect. I'm still recording, of course. Waiting for it to reconnect. Maybe I should get a snack. What a bunch of bullshit. And reconnecting. Yellow lines, green lines, reconnected. Don't know how much that little blip lost anything I was saying. Yeah, funny when it happens. I mean, what is outside of their control? I've still made videos. I have an archive of my own stuff. I've saved stuff in multiple places on the internet. There has to be something that's not in their control. And I have saved so many videos. The idea that what people just will have no clue is bullshit. The only people that would be mad at me hurt me, clearly, and thought they were gonna get away with it. That's all that makes sense. Like, and again, you can't hurt me and expect me to just forget it. I really don't understand the deranged, like, we just wanted to see if we could make people forget stuff, or it's like practice for the military, or yeah, some fascist crap. I don't have a mind for that kind of shit. I had better things to do with my life than learn how to bully people on a professional level. It's yeah, psycho warfare. And you just need to get all the words together and you'll say all the things again. Is just it's more than it sucks. It's like some kind of fucking thing I don't have words for. And now I do have to like yell a bit because it's hard to get the fucking oxygen out of my chest to even speak. Creates this like pressurized tone. I woke up at like 3, watched Hassan Piker play a video game. I did skip like the news pretty much. How deranged is this feeling? Like, oh, and then there goes my speaker getting shut off by some stranger motherfucker. Yeah, drive away and never come back. How many times do you have to say that? Stranger danger, kill yourself. God damn it, I hate this bullshit. Watch the Son Piker. The deranged feeling of like, I mean, you could just die and it's not gonna, like, it does not matter. It's a weird, like, cause I mean, even if there hadn't been spooky moments that felt like things were more connected than they were, if it was really even more like, I still spent a year of my life kind of invested in like listening to this guy talk, and it does make you wonder if like I don't know, well, no, I'm saying like it is weirder than just like like tuning into a program. It created a false sense of expectation, like maybe they were gonna help you. And I mean, it doesn't make sense there's a connection unless like literally that's what's going on. You have somebody outside your apartment pulling some sick game and then relaying some kind of like middleman bullshit. Like, hey, like, and he doesn't know what's going on, just like again, the witchy video or whatever. Well, there's this whole thing with like the jackets. And at some point he started wearing, well, you're either gonna pretend there was no connection, which means you were just making fun of me, or what, you're supposed to swoop in someday and like, you know, whatever. There's gotta, this is deranged. How naive do you think people are? I don't know, like, view, yeah, maybe I should check that my screen isn't frozen. It's not. There is a little bit of a lag, though. Yeah, all of this is on Twitch. You think that's like a common denominator? Well, there's nowhere else to do anything. Like, I can't do it straight onto YouTube because you get like copyright strikes, and at least like if you at least like, well, before I was exporting to YouTube after I put it on Twitch. Now I just save the recording. Whatever. The idea that I should have just streamed directly onto YouTube, I don't know, dude. If that's better, I was getting copyright strikes that I don't get now. Like, and why shouldn't I be able to use multiple platforms? Like, you might own a platform, but you don't own the people on it. Like, you never own human beings. Get over yourself. Like, in any context. Yeah, Human Rights Day. Yeah, you have a right to the real story of your life and your memories. And, like, that's not owning somebody. Like, well, because that's a weird idea. Like, I feel like you own me because you hurt me and I remember it. Like, that's not the same fucking thing, dumbass. Ugh. And I'm not trying to own you. Like, I go out of my way to even, like, outside of giving people, like, straight up pseudonyms, which I've actually done before, too, and I asked them what they wanted their name to be, and then they told me what they wanted their name to be. And, like, used that in a story before. Though the story was, like, not really about them, I just liked the fucking name. Oh my god, whatever. But here, yeah, this stuff with, like, the jacket. This is the kind of thing, perfect example of when it felt like stuff was closer than just... Because you had that, and you had the music video, and then, like, it's like a thing, and then the Black Mirror episode. You could put that sober thing in there too, but I feel like that's... Like, these are, like, more directly connected. Whatever these things are. Than the sober video, even. But, yeah, that still kind of rings with, like, the witchy thing. Look, they want to take you and put you in some guy's basement and, like, do... No, bitch. Why would I ever... I had my own apartment. Well, Portland is very obviously, at least partially, what it was before. I don't get the joke. You didn't, like, blow it up and it doesn't exist anymore. I just could never afford to live here, frankly. Like... Well, yeah, you just see its tail. Oh, there, that one. The cat in the video is, like, exactly like my cat that died the same year. And then the video is about someone being, like, watched. So, there you go. Like, simple fucking, like, connection. Of course, I never really expected him to show up and save me or something. Yeah, the idea that people just wanted to, like, fuck with you the same way they fucked with your mom. Because she had stories. Again, I, like, barely know my mother. It is not some, like, close-knit relationship with my mommy. Ew, yeah, I don't have a mommy. Like, that's really weird. Um, I had a dad. He died, and that was still even like not that was a dysfunctional, sad fucking situation. Um, my mom was in my life even less. But the few stories I have of her, like, she thought like music videos were about her and all this other shit. So it seems like, they just wanted to fuck with your head the way they fucked with your mom. Some domination and control thing. Yeah, can't really get a grip on exactly who fucked with my mom. She's religious, I am not. Like, I don't know. Well, I just had a bit of caffeine that was in that oranges. I feel like all over the place. My stomach doesn't hurt as bad as it did when I woke up, at least. It's just hard to get words out, and definitely feels like, it's 4 something in the fucking morning, and it's always like this. Is that really gonna change if you had left? No, it's like they would just follow you somewhere else, and you would think that you had, like, started a new life, and they would just ruin it. Like, what's the point? Yeah, almost like guaranteed. And then it would be even harder to be like, and then all this stuff happened in Portland, and like, I'm still here. I'm human evidence. You're just fucking with evidence. I don't know what to expect right now, and it's like sincerely scaring me. I think I was trying to say that this was a bad design. This building is like what opened the apartment, or this management thing, and they do services, and then they hire a property management company separately that sits in the office downstairs and like collects rent. And when I first moved in, they were both doing like philanthropic kind of stuff. The guy gave me food, signed me up on a phone plan, like with his, it was like $10 a month or something on his phone plan thing. I have paid him back, and I have my own phone, and I don't owe him anything. I mean, technically, I didn't even have to pay him back. I just wanted to, so there was no sense of like owing him. But yeah, as time has gone on, like, it became more like one does rent, one does services, and now like both don't email me back. It does feel like they're waiting for you to get evicted, or something took over this building and no one else even fucking lives here. I didn't know what I was looking at really quick, and I was like, what? Those are from 2022. Yeah, go to sent. I mean, emailing like dozens of people at a time. Nobody emails you back, really. I mean, there have been a couple. That's how I got like, there's supposed to be now 3 different possible sources where I could get some financial assistance that I had to find on my own. That is actually the job of the fucking property manager. Like, I feel completely exploited in like a really gross way. Like, locked in your own room, and then someone was deciding what to do with your life. Like you were just some kind of toy to them. And now because you won't do whatever the fuck they're trying to force you to, like, which, yeah, was what exactly? The only thing I have not tried to do as an income source is sex stuff, which, like, completely makes sense if they were exploiting me in the first place. And like they would want you to do sex stuff because they were already illegally doing shit, and then that's supposed to make it look like it was okay for them to illegally do shit if you suddenly started taking it upon yourself to do like sex worker stuff on OnlyFans or something. No! Fuck you! You can just get caught someday. But like that makes sense to me, that's why there was like a weird pressure in that direction, because it's not like you're the sexiest person on earth. People would be so like, oh man, I just needed to see her tits or something. Like, no, someone's already exploited you. They wanted to get away with it. Fuck you. While I still have a chance to say it. Yeah, get caught. Oh my god. Yeah, porn, not even just porn now. You got like AI. Okay, you wouldn't even have to use a human being ever again. You can, get a fucking life. And you don't have to exploit anybody. Like, I'm not anti-porn, but I'm anti-exploitation. Yeah, it's like, oh, you like cannabis, we're gonna rape you. No, what the fuck? Like, I'm looking for that job listing. It says what they're supposed to be doing. Because I think a lot of people wouldn't understand that this is not like a regular apartment building. It's for vulnerable people. It's supposed to keep you housed. It's not like, oh bitch, this is stuff everybody does on their own. That's not the point of where I live. And they got millions of dollars in tax credits, and they get to tout that they help people and all this crap. You can't just fucking do that and then like leave me out to die. A non-profit housing provider, low-income household since 1984. Yeah, who is this small, efficient team of mission-driven individuals doing great things is such a scary fucking word. We like diversity. Of course you do, because you hide behind it. Everybody's doing that, apparently. We're not bad. We have like 3 black people on our staff. And a gay kid. Yeah, they're all Republicans who voted for Trump. What? Like, how would you know the difference? Specifically people homeless, justice, mental health stuff, like successful permanent housing, advocate, services, community resource. Like, they should know every single possible thing that you could get signed up for and have signed you up for it. There's no way they left you to just like figure it out, and maybe if you don't, you'll just get evicted. I can't even do this job. Like the idea that, why don't you apply for it? First of all, I was told specifically, I asked if there was a job I could do for the building. They said it was a conflict of interest, which is ironic and dumb, because like there's been so many conflicts of interest in this goddamn town. And it probably happens everywhere all the time, but like, yeah, how is it like a small town but it's a city? I don't know. And then or at least the shit I got surrounded by, yeah. And then even if it wasn't a conflict of interest, I can't do physical stuff now. That's half the point. I've been made disabled in the time this has taken to like fuck with me. And what else? They get $50,000 fucking dollars a year to do that job. That's more, 3 times as much. I mean, I've never made more than $19,993 1 year. Yeah, wonder how much you did not help me. Every job I've had, every weird fucking interaction, every sense of harassment. That wasn't just like a regular day. Some asshole is friends with some asshole. And yeah, they didn't like you, so your whole life went to shit. That's bullshit. So sick of this every fucking time. Well, you're right about everything, and now we're gonna ruin your life even more. How does that not even prove more that I was right? Because you would keep trying to ruin my fucking life. It would have taken less effort to just leave me the fuck alone. You know, it's like someone wanted some like fucked up story. They kept like fucking with you because they wanted to get something out of it. I'm not typing the same thing twice. I'm really tired. Oh. Computer just took a shit for no fucking reason. I'm so sick of being screwed with by some little creep that would never even look you in the face. They don't have the balls. Yeah, and I don't need to be subjected to you because you wouldn't leave me alone. Get a fucking life. What is the possibility that they kill me after Friday? Or they throw me outside and there's no more streaming. There's no more like Yeah, normally you'd make a beeline for the library or something. I can't, like, I have been medically isolated for 5 years, you psychotic twat that doesn't give a fuck about anything but yourself. My first thought isn't gonna be, let me go to a super public place where there's lots of people all the time. I feel like you're too stupid to care. Oh, I was supposed to think it was a joke? That's evil. Fuck all of you. The idea, yeah, we hurt you real bad, and then we got somebody we don't like, and we're gonna pretend this is all their fault. That's a scam. You're never gonna get to the fucking truth of the fucking situation. Yeah, well, I was in high school, college, then moved here, got a job, have been working, and then I lost my job in February, and then I don't have a tax burden ever since. I don't make enough money to even have a tax burden. And then you're supposed to look ahead into Social Security and what. Well, this isn't showing it right now, but it'll say like how much you could expect. It's like $300 or something when I turn 62 or whatever, or 67. If you make it to 67, yeah, geez. Well, you fucked me over in a million fucking ways. That's what you wanted to do? Again, it's like this fucking K-shaped recovery thing. And they've just been trying to push you, they throw you down the fucking stairs. Yeah, that's literally some memory I have in my life. Yeah, here's this really timely article about they've got 955 units just with nobody in them, and like 7,000 people homeless. People are struggling to find stability, and the system keeps tripping over its own rules. And then they got this like $21 million just casually. What? How long are you gonna just sit on it too? You gonna disperse it as soon as I get fucking evicted, or what level of irony should I look forward to? Just feeling this way right now is causing a like organ thing in my back. I don't know how to explain it, but I get a certain level of stressed out, and it feels like where I had some kind of injury or something happened in 2022. It's like around the same spot. I feel like it's a super stress response. You can't hold somebody in that level of like duress and then it's like physically killing them. Right, if you can just hold on to your apartment a little bit longer. Yeah, I am living a panic attack. It should have a new word for it. If you imagine a panic attack is something that's like quick or happens in like a moment's time, it's like a chronic panic attack. It's a long-term fucking panic attack. How the fuck am I screwing myself? I am staying in my unit to not get sick and die, to not be provoked, to not get worse treatment than what someone's managed to do while I've been inside. I like protecting myself the only way that I could. And then you'd like taken advantage of that. Fuck you. You are the catalyst, the issue, the outsider to my unit. Whoever that they keep like fucking with me, that's the goddamn problem. And yet all I have is this fucking apartment. If I swear to God, these fuckers live in a house with a 2-car garage. My back, yeah, I'm terrified. I really don't know. There's no way to know. Well, it's not gonna help if I just like mentally close down either. Where's that? I may not have saved. Here it is. Okay. Yeah. File. Save as. Words. Just scenarios. I'm working every day in ways like you don't get paid for. But yeah, trying to like mentally write down what do you think could happen. They're bluffing. I keep my unit, I keep my stuff, I do my laundry, I tidy up my room a bit. Well, I don't lose my room. I don't lose anything that's inside my room. Anything that is not in this room I have written off is like it's probably lost. They pissed on it, roaches got to it, my sister sold it. Don't expect to ever see anything that's not inside this room ever again. Like, which is fucked up, but like, that's all I could possibly control. And yet, in a digital way, that stuff is mine too, but I mean like physical stuff. If it's not inside this room, mine is, like, I can't hold on to it mentally. I expect to like get it back, or like my sister sent me a bunch of pictures when my dad died of stuff, and like photo albums I made and artwork, and yeah, really important documents. I guess it is good that she at least sent me that. Like, but it's like that's all I got is this digital version of some stuff. And then that's it, like, forever. But yeah, I guess you could say calling their bluff. They're not going to evict you. They were making you sign up for assistance programs by yourself. Maybe they don't want a building like this to work out, or whoever got their fucking hands on this particular building, because they've got other ones. They don't want it to work out. They wanted a bad story about the whole place. So they've been like fucking with you to try to get a bad story out of it. How much it sucks and isn't a good idea when it could have been awesome. Should have been awesome. Yeah, this New York Times article. What happens when socialists are in charge? Portland offers a glimpse. And then you get some asshole fucking with you because they don't want that story to be a good story. They want it to be shit. Which that in and of is shit to do. Yeah, really fucking cruel and needless and dumb. Um, and I hope, yeah, the truth will win out instead of some bogus narrative just because somebody wanted it that way. Like, period. I think you should have just come up with a new word and a whole new movement and done that. Yeah, universal human rights based economy or something. A universalist economy. I don't know. That sounds kind of jazzy. There's yeah, so there'd be like socialists and then there's like universalists. You know what I mean? Like, just want to be something you haven't even heard of before and can't get all these preconceived fucking notions about it. Like, and yet making me figure out stuff I've never even heard of alone in my room and then acting like as if I had thought that shit my whole life and was some kind of diehard for anything. I'm a humanist. I guess I'm a diehard humanist. But like that's it. I just like yeah, diehard as in like something you're not gonna budge on and you're really like what you believe that is what you are gonna like choose and there's no flaky I don't even really know and I'm kind of like guessing and about it or something. But like all this other stuff like all these things that came up in during 2020 that was all just like huh what's this okay like we kind of barely talked about this a couple times in school like yeah I followed like the atheist or sorry the anarchist collective thing on Facebook once like they posted some interesting things you know like that's about it like well and that's why it's social orphan anarchy and not just like social orphan anarchy because that seemed more serious the character I'm using to communicate these concepts with like because it's supposed to be like a spin on Orphan Annie and it's not just like some diehard yeah I think that you should philosophically you know look into it but it's like yeah I'm not like a diehard well it's somebody else's definition is the problem like I like the term self-governance and what I understood that to mean but that's like a big conversation about stuff it's not like yeah I don't like the idea that no see we took a bunch of poor kids we told them to hate the government and then when they turned 30 we fucked them all over and put them in prison and slavery like and called them traitors like that's fucked up like because they drew an A on a wall with a circle around it like Yeah, sometimes they want to pretend that the place is like an anarchistic stronghold. If that was true, how are you putting me through eviction court, dumbass? Like, then you're just terrorists. It doesn't matter what the. It's like a Christian that murders people. Like, yeah, in a lot of ways, if people upheld whatever you heard of about anarchy, you would have been better off than what you have experienced the last 5 years. Like, no, this is some kind of like Republican fucking nightmare. Always has been. And then what, blaming somebody? Yeah, we're gonna beat the shit out of the libtards and then blame anarchists. You see how that would be like, oh my god, fuck you. Yeah, what is that? Center for Anarchistic. The Institute for Anarchistic Studies. Yeah, I think I follow them on Facebook or something. I think it's interesting. But it's just like liking music or something. You can't like define me by that would be profiling. Like they have grants for what? Can you just like help me? So yeah. I mean, at this point, does it even if somebody sent your stupid fucking landlord? Yeah, I say stupid fucking landlord because of the position that you put me in. I am terrified. And what, you're on vacation or something? Like, and it's been year after year after year of like the kind of the same shit. Um, I'm not sure if that would stop them. Like, what is supposed to stop them? They wanted to try to have a tidy, fucked up way of killing you. And you kept saying that you were scared of this situation because I gave a fuck about Black Lives Matter, and that was like played out over and over again. I don't know how somebody missed the fucking point here unless like that was always the joke. They just didn't fucking care. A joke to them. Yeah, the cops were murdering people. Like, I don't. You somehow you glazed over that. I don't get. I don't. Yeah, I just don't get it. It's like the world had to have just split between cops and not cops. And cops include the fire department and the military and like even ambulance, and they end up being in the same fucking like network. Am I supposed to sit here and just be grateful every day? Like, well, I guess Portland has the coolest cops because they're not showing up at my door. They chose not to. They're in their own protest and aren't gonna like kill me. Like that's like wishful thinking, isn't it? Someone is like always around here. Who even like who is the sheriff that would do evictions Portland, Oregon. A late Nicole Morrissey O'Donnell. It says there's supposed to be a court case. Yeah, it's not. So, I mean, like, this lady, actually, which is, yeah, not. I did imagine a guy showing up here. Well, that's good. If a guy shows up here, they're not the fucking sheriff. Yeah, they can't have, you know, some dude with a costume on show up and. Oh, it is absolutely that, like, and this has happened. This has happened. Portland fake cops wearing. They got in trouble and stuff, but, like, yeah, the ones they caught. Well, before they had 5 guys at my door at one point with a fucking buzzsaw. I wasn't the fucking sheriff. And I wasn't even, yeah, they were literally just, like, fucking with me. It's absolutely terrifying. Again, you wouldn't have done it if you didn't want me to remember. That was July of 2024. And then after that, they tried to evict me. And then I had to go to court. And it was all, like, fucking bogus. It wasn't even over non-payment of rent. It was over bogus shit that was, like, in and of itself, like, illegal to have said because it wasn't true. They claimed I had changed locks on my door. They acted like they needed to get in here to check for leaks. I have it recorded, the very simple walkthrough, and then, like, no leaks, no problem. And then, yeah, I didn't change the lock. They lost the keys in 2021, and it took them till 2024 to, like, even say it, like, anything about it. Yeah, when Paulina took over. Yeah, shit. My cat died. Then they bitched about the locks and, like, all this other weird shit. There was a third thing, though. Oh, calling me a self-described hoarder. Which I've never even talked to the guy in person, much less described myself as anything. And, like, that is libeled. Slander is when you say it. Libel is when you write it. And that's, again, I push every single day. I am telling the truth. I am not exaggerating. I'm not doing either of these two things. But anything that I'm fucking talking about. If I'm telling you it's a sci-fi concept, I say it. Like, so you know that it's, like, sci-fi mind, not some official accusation. And I have freedom of thought. I can, like... Everybody does. You can have an idea and wonder about something. Like, the fuck? Mind control level shit. Yeah, I do. It was a little bit like I got tipped off by some random conversation that somebody even gives a shit about this concept. Because those were just like vocab words, maybe in mock trial in 12th grade, along with a lot of other things. Um, got the most like basic, high school level introduction to court stuff. So I'm not like totally fucking out of my element, but no, I don't know like all the ins and outs of these things and the idea. Well, we're training you to be out without my consent. Like I didn't. What the fuck are you doing? It really is the message of like we didn't think you were useful as a sci-fi poet or whatever the fuck. We don't care. Um, we want somebody that's either gonna babysit our kids, wipe our ass, clean our house, or do like work that we don't want to do. And we're gonna sit on our yacht. We're gonna go on vacation. You do it. We got the money to burn, and you'll be like this low income worker your whole fucking life, and you'll never go on vacation. But we were trying to make you useful because we didn't really give a fuck. Now that we kind of like broke your back, so you can't clean our house, and you don't want to watch our kids, especially when you can't have kids of your own. Like, and I mean, if we don't give a fuck what you think, then what's left? Like, here's a bunch of paperwork. Yeah, saw the thin blue line in high school and college. Two different teachers, two different schools. Like the idea that they also, yeah, having a cop watcher is like ideal. Clearly, could always use somebody that's gonna like do some scary, difficult shit that like. Yeah, or you can yell at homeless people for them, which is bogus. Like, that's fucked up. Yeah, yell at cops, yell at be unhoused, yell at the cops that are pretending to be unhoused. I mean, what are you doing? Like, somewhere in between that idea and the other. People wanted the world to end, and we're gonna pretend that that was like something you wanted too. Why? Well, you like all this music. So? I live in my time period. Like, yeah, my brain is totally like random firing. All possible ideas. Just dump it out like a junk drawer. I don't fucking know. And that is the predictable reaction to putting somebody in this situation again and again and again. They got file folders in their head and they just dump them out looking for answers because you feel like they're gonna die. Like, so it's a really fucked up thing to do to a person. Exactly, and then just pretend that they meant everything they just said the way that they would have in a like regular situation or setting, or that they like could be held to the same level of accuracy, right? Whatever. We just want, yeah, we keep preparing you with arguments. I mean, that's all that you guys do. You just like what you're putting me in either you do not care how much it's physically hurting me, or like you think I'll get over it, which obviously it's degenerating my body. It's not getting over it. Well, we don't care about you being pretty. That would just mean someone would fall in love with you, and then that would be a problem for us anyway. It'd be a distraction. Like, what? Can I have my cannabis back? Like, because that helped a lot with all of these feelings, physically, emotionally. Hmm. You might still look like shit, but you feel a lot better. Yeah, at least when you can get a fucking routine. I haven't been able to afford it to have like the routine I had in 2023. And that's when I was actually better. Well, maybe not on the inside. Like my organs feel damaged from something that happened in 2022. Has nothing to do with weed. I don't know what the fuck. It's like I was poisoned or something. I don't know. Um, it hurt really bad for days. Yeah, if that was an aortic aneurysm. Maybe. Yeah, when I got cannabis again, it was very healing, but it felt like something was like dislodged from my back, like a rib had come unplugged or something. And well, I had costochondritis in 2018. So if that like popped something, and then by 2022 all the stress and stuff had like, yeah, you're not gonna make it to be older because they hurt you when you were young. Like, now they're just sort of like taking over your life. It can be deadly. Like, this is really. Yeah, let's see if we can stress her out till she has an aneurysm. something in her body will explode, and then like just be like, whoopsie. It can happen in your head too, yeah. But that's where, if that isn't the problem, it's like where it feels like it hurts. I felt like I was gonna die. And then how many times you're gonna make somebody feel like they really were gonna die and no one cared before you're like, yeah, the idea that 5 years was planned out. I don't know. Yeah, what the fuck? Someone saying about filing for unemployment. I haven't had a job since February 7th of 2020. I've gotten assistance, donations, Playtest Cloud, Missed Play, which are like random gift cards for doing it's not like employment where you get a paycheck. You get a random, you even have to like get in when the thing, you can, the playtest can fill up and then you don't even get the test, and then you can do the test and then they don't even pay you. Like they say you didn't do it well enough or something and you get a partial payment. That's why I stopped using them, because they kept essentially not paying me and I have to beg them to pay me. Seemed like a sick joke because like I'm sitting in here having a really bad time, and you're running like a how many $1 million. It's how much money? It's usually no, like as a company. Oh, they have Wow, yeah, that's a really big difference. Do they have $81 million, $2 million, or $135,000? Like, they got something going for them that like I would never be able to. Yeah, millionaires. Um, yeah, $9 for an hour-long playtest. Oh, that says 15 minutes. It's been like 13, I think, on average for an hour. And that's like kind of minimum wage, but not here. Like, minimum wage here was supposed I've never been able to benefit from the minimum wage here going up. It started going up to like 15 and stuff in 2020. Um, 613 sent you. $6.50, $2, 13, 14, 13. One time they sent me like $1. This was the best one. See, if they were doing that often enough, I wouldn't be fucked. Oh, this is totally, I used this already. Yeah. Buy stuff from Walmart. And get Walmart. Right, I have to worry about Walmart Plus too. You can get the things to send to Amazon, but they have to be like at least $5 left on the card or something. So like if it 45 cents, it just is gonna go to waste. You can't just like add up all the little, and then they expire. Like real money doesn't expire. I feel like this should not have been counted as real money in the first place. But anyway, I have to send it to, which I do, OHP, Snap. I send them all, every time I get anything, I send them all my shit. November 5th. Oh, and they upped the income limits. So that's nice. Save this. Yeah, maybe some people are like, they don't care, they don't want to do this. Cool, we could have invented some better system, but you murdered me instead. Like, now it just seems like you're an asshole. So, I just... There was something, oh, right, going to the bathroom and, like, trying to do my laundry by hand in the tub and wanting to remind, like, for 90% of my life, I wore a uniform. And, like, this was the first time I really had money to buy anything I wanted. I got some clothes when I graduated from high school. And I've gone a couple times, like, Ross, and got, like, 5 dresses that I wore for years on end. Like... And, like, that was all my clothes. But... trying to find... I don't just have an actual picture of myself in my school clothes. Well, here, this is good enough. Yeah, when you caught on to, like, wearing the... Get the black pants. they're better than the khakis. And that's how you could feel good about yourself. Like, just deliberately choosing the black pants. That's like what you had to work with. And then what color polo shirt that has to be tucked in with your fucking belt. Or you lose merits. It's like, it's not like the kids wanted to wear this. It's what you have to do. And that was 90% of my life. And then I went to college. Had some of the same clothes since I was like 14. I have a dress that I've had since I was 14 still now. Yeah. And everything was from Ross. That dress and the little thing. This was from the Czech Republic. I think that was in a free box. I like that purple dress. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Somebody gave me that Batman, and I think something gross happened to it. Like, it got vomit on it or something, and I had to throw it away. Yeah. An Ithaca hoodie. This brown thing was from Goodwill. It had a little L on it and a tree. Yeah, the Ithaca hoodie was like $50 or something. I still have it. It's a pain in the ass to wash. Like, my MHS sweater. Yeah, stuff I don't want to lose my stuff. Like, it's giving me super anxiety of just losing what I have. Besides, like, the idea that first is the problem that you will get murdered by a cop, some psycho that's been stalking you, in a deranged effort to, like, silence you or whatever the fuck. Then the second thought is losing all my stuff. Like, even if they don't kill you, they just throw you outside in the rain. Someone thought they were gonna pick you up. They're not. I'm not going anywhere with anybody. Go fuck yourself. Maybe if we make her desperate enough. I will never be so desperate that I wanted to go get fucked by you. Yeah, you can really just drop dead. If that's all you've been stalking my apartment for years, thinking like you'd pick me up. I don't know where that dress is. Someone gave me this polka dot one. This was from Ross. And yeah, these are really old, like when I worked at the smoke shop. That dress was from Ross. So yeah, like I bought like 5 dresses or something. And it was like the first time I got to be cute. And I was like really happy about it. What? Like, because again, like this, it was more like this, like forever. Yeah, this was a phase I went through. Like, flip-flops. Actually used to wear like sweatpants with a skirt over top of it because it was always cold. So excited to just dye my hair. I shouldn't have cut it. I'm never willingly cutting it again. Like, Yeah, just a simple, like, Green Day hoodie. Somebody stole it. The people that stole my shit are the biggest fuckwads in the whole fucking goddamn universe. I didn't have stuff for you to just steal my stuff. There, that's a picture of school clothes. Yeah, that picture, it makes me uncomfortable. Because at some point that same year, this is when I was like, it's at the Walmart in Hershey, so it must have been 2000, 2001. And someone was like, don't you know how to wear a bra? It's like, okay. I'm mean about it. Yeah, I don't have a mom. I don't know. Fuck off. Like, oh, the fact this was from Ross. Or some similar, like, TJ Maxx or something. Yeah, the loop bag. I still have that fucking thing. It's completely, like, the inside fell apart. But, yeah. I like Andy Warhol. But that was like, you know, a chance to be cute or whatever. And it's just been like, no, we want you to be worried about not having a place to shit instead. Okay? Like, yeah, worry that you're not gonna have food. Worry that there's nowhere to shit. Worry that someone's gonna beat the shit out of you. How else do you think they make all these people go to church? They scare them to death and then they get paychecks. And I'm never going to your shit. What is school? They look like a Google thing, but they probably aren't. Having people teach people stuff. You can do that on YouTube. I don't know what you're trying to. I think this is like the only holiday I think I give a shit about at the moment. Yeah, like. And it's already passed. What? IQ tests aren't even accurate. I also really hate a culture that they're really trying to encourage people to just act stupid. Because the more you act stupid, the more you are stupid. And that's not about disabilities. That's about somebody. That's like making someone degrade their own brain and what they were ever capable of, in some effort to like, yeah, like you want to survive, you're gonna like play dumb, but then they become dumb instead of like it's called sharpening the saw, which it's really corny. Sorry, but it's like 7 habits of successful blah blah blah. I think it's the T. I don't know if it's in both of these. I guess it's in both. Yeah, you try to keep yourself sharp. Try to update yourself. Like, you won't know everything. You'll never know everything. But you never, like, lean into, oh, I guess I'm just dumb, tee-hee. At least now I'm not accountable for anything. Like, the world essentially scared you out of your own brain. I've seen other people do that. That's why I'm mad about it, okay? Like, just gonna play stupid, because at least then they think that they can't get in trouble. Again, not the same thing as someone with a disability, just like playing into it as if that's what their role model was or something. And no, I want to be sharp. My mind was my best asset. Yeah, I don't want to be deemed incompetent. I don't want to be deemed dismissible. Some people actually would want that. And some people really do have some problem, and it's not... I'm not trying to be mean to them. Like... hard to know the difference, yeah. Why can't I see the fucking picture from the book? It had a good illustration. I remember the illustration. Yeah, I care about, like, education. What does make someone, like, no matter what your intelligence kind or level is, whatever, like, what has you remember something important 20 years later? And, like, that's interesting, you know, not... How do we break people down mentally so that they don't even want to remember anymore? And then we take advantage of them in other fucked up ways. Like, what a waste of everybody's time. I don't see it, and I'm sick of looking at stuff. What is this? I remember the episode of The Twilight Zone, but I don't know why the peanuts are there.
Welcome back to Late Night Snacks. Tonight we're making peanut butter raisin pretzel.
That's cute. I don't want your snack. I want the guy that hugs you randomly in the middle of your video.
เนื่องจากเพื่อนๆหลายคนรีเควสมาว่าอยาก
No, maybe not that guy, but you know, whatever. Well, that's your guy. I don't want your guy to hug me. That's really creepy. Everybody keeps making food that looks like other food, but it's not food, it's sugar. What is with that? Like, you know, you actually just want a banana. Like, oh my god, stop. Well, somebody calling me, like, I've never been called retarded in my life. And then the neighbor across the hallway called me that, and somebody sent me this fucked up email. When did the thing stop? Again, yeah, my whole computer just like fucking took a shit. Don't know why. I was saying, like, I've never been called a retard in my life. And even came up with something like, if someone calls you that, I don't call people that either. Like, what the fuck? But if somebody does, you say that you're a tardigrade, it makes me feel better. Yeah, they just call you a libtard. Like, whatever, you're a tardigrade. No, that does not mean I'm going to be taking care of your kids that you don't know what to do with, okay? Stop it. Like, my life isn't about how I function for you. I don't understand why people keep talking about a life savings. I don't have any money. What the fuck kind of scam artist are you? Like, just an idiot? Did I have money that I don't know about? Because I didn't know about it. Yeah, if someone offered you money to fuck with me, I hope it's a trap and you're fucked. Like, because I don't have any money. What the fuck? And you have a negative balance because what, they took $6.45 out of your... Thank you so much, US Bank. You're always there for... You know, if I could just get all of those $6 back, I could have had enough to maybe like pay them that $100 they said they wanted, even though they should not be getting any money from you, dumbass. Like, what? I mean, on a justice level, like, no. That's so fucking distorted. We're gonna let you die and you're still gonna pay us rent. Like... Anyway. This. So yeah, the neighbor across the hallway called me a retard, which I have. I'm not just like saying that, I have proof. And then I got this like fucked up email November of 2024 Those are the only times anyone is ever in my life. Like, I don't think it's the same. I mean, I don't have any proof it's the same guy, but. Well, the idea someone considers you this, like, what the fuck ever? Get away from me. Or somebody needed you to seem stupid because they're trying to, like, tell you that socialism is bad because at some point in the past people did a socialism thing and they killed all the smart people. Like Chairman Mao or somebody. Like, I didn't know about that, and I wasn't here to just be like a flag waving for a certain political party. Anyway, like, that's not the point of my fucking life. I don't know. Maybe you should have just gotten the fuck away from me. Yeah, and some, like, you're really just abusing people to try to make, like, a fake point about some political shit that I wasn't even, like, aware of. And I didn't need to be, like, apparently. Why don't you start a whole new thing? You got the universal human rights thing. Why don't you just do that? Like, it's suspicious that you don't. That's what you can, like, focus on. It's in a different account. Yeah. I have to skip some stuff. Somebody used to call me a stupid bitch in, like, a playful way. They never called me the R word, like...
Do you want to say anything else so I can have it properly recorded, or what? Thanks, Ryan. Goodbye forever. Gail, you got anything to say?
Yeah, they had their door open. Gail was fucking with me. It didn't look like Ryan in the guy named Ryan. I don't know his last name. It didn't look like him through my peephole, but they had their door open and some guy sitting, like, right in their door frame. And then, like, Gail's been, like, so it's, you know, it's clearly they've been, like, all working together or something. I don't know. The Ryan guy worked at the same company I worked for. I didn't know till after I got hired. We never worked together. I'm not blaming them for this situation, but, like, this happened and they're, like, loosely connected to it. I don't know if it matters or not. It's just there. But yeah, he clearly didn't like me. I don't even know if he still lives here. I haven't heard his voice in the hallway or... He got himself a picture on Google Maps, yeah. Yeah, we hung out a few times. It seemed like he liked me and I was never into him. And, like, that's about it. Like, so if there was, like, resentment or weirdness or... Oh, that guy's just gonna take an L for everybody else that fucked with you so they can blame one person and everyone else gets away with murder is also really annoying. It just seems like everything is a tactic. And yet, it opens up this thing. You're gonna be fucked with your entire life. And that, yeah, and they also did this to you, is a theory, because somebody wanted to silence you into fucking oblivion. For all this, like, everything else that's ever happened in your life, from Massachusetts to Pennsylvania to New York State, upstate New York, not the city. And here, like, something's been, like, fucking with you the whole time, and they find weird ways to, like, just make some problem go away. So what? Oh, so glad I took 2 more hours of my life to explain this again, just in case I get murdered, and then 100 years from now someone will care, like... We really wished you were a piece of shit so that we could act like that was your problem the whole time. Yeah, I bet. Well, I'm not a piece of shit, so that's too bad for you. Right, is that a religious conspiracy? Like, this is about you being an atheist. Plain and simple. Or you can, like, reduce it to that. And they needed to make an atheist look like an asshole. Because, like, you can't be right, or else everyone's kind of stupid, and nobody likes to feel stupid. I mean, and that has been a reoccurring theme no matter what part of my life you look at, though Ithaca was less... I still ended up with religious friends, yeah, but I'm like a not prejudicial... Or, I don't have prejudice. I can be friends with anybody. I'm not gonna not be friends with you because you're religious. But now I am wary, more than I've ever been wary in my life. Yeah, maybe if I met people, I would stay away from you more than and not be like, oh, they're gonna be a good person even, or something. Like, there's nothing I can assume about you. I just know you're not an atheist, like, and I've only met, like, 4. I moved to the most atheist city in the country, and I've only met fucking, like, 4 people. Oregon sets record for whooping cough cases. Great. You think this place is gorgeous and someone just really wanted to force people to leave? Like, if you're not gonna let us abuse you, we wanted to freak you out. It's probably worse a lot of other places. No shit. No place to die. That's what I was just looking at. What the fuck is whooping cough? It's a cough that sounds like a whooping sound. That's not what's wrong with you, is it? Like... Oh, I think I have some kind of, like... Sometimes it's better, and sometimes, like, but it's from them gassing my apartment. Who knows what the fuck they were burning? It does feel like, oh man, you weren't outside during all of this shit. We needed to hurt you. Because, like, you were supposed to be outside when we, like, hurt everybody else, and... I mean, I still got tear gas in my apartment, just not as much as they clearly would have, like, if you were in the middle of it night after night. I think they even just straight up put peppers into my vent or something, because it did just smell like peppers. Yeah, people have, but like burning garbage, burning a sleeping bag, burning a trash can. Who knows what the fuck they've been doing. The pesticides thing, when they made it smell like cat piss. It's been really bad. They want you to feel all the negative feelings, sad and lonely, and but the way that you want me to feel that way makes it even more like, just something is wrong with you fuckers. Like, where's all the news thing? Oh yeah, so glad I kept talking every day. Maybe that's all that's like kept me from ending up like drowned in silence. It keeps working out your... Who knows? Who the fuck has $15 million? What? It's like, oh, the poor billionaire is sad. That's what this reads like. I mean, maybe I'm not understanding. If your savings and home had 1.5, like, who lives, like, who has that? No one I've ever known. Oregon takes $50,000. Oh no. You have a house? Your house is $1 million? Like, I don't even get... There goes a fucking siren sound. I mean, even, it's like, okay, that you have $1 million, 1.5, and they take $50,000. What's wrong? Like, wait. I mean, if you said they took half, or even like a solid quarter, but it's like, what am I not understanding here? If you had 10 million bucks, you'd lose 1.4 million of it for your family. Who else would get the money? Family? I mean, you died. Like, maybe you left it in a trust for a school or something, but like, you're dead. You're gonna get $0 because you're dead. That makes no sense to me. What you should be more mad about is like, oh wait, you get $1 billion a year by collecting this specific tax? So then, like, why don't you have money for stuff? Like, that's what doesn't make sense. Why don't you put it in a compound interest account? And then everyone in Oregon gets all their shit paid for when they're like, no matter how much money they have. Oh no, then people would move here, and you don't want that. Clearly, you wanted people to leave. Some weird ass reason. Yeah, that shit makes no sense to me. Sorry, I'm too poor to, like, get this. Well, if I had $100 and you're asking me for $1, you don't think that seems a little bit like... Oh no, that's, if you get a negative reaction from that, I guess these fuckers are rich. Then why are they fucking with me? They didn't need to. They didn't need to steal all your stuff. They didn't need to fucking, like, they're not in some crime of desperation. The fucker has $1 million. If you block your ears, you can kind of, like, readjust your own spine. Do you not understand that them driving by my apartment with their fucking siren is like a death threat? Do anybody care? Like, anybody ever gonna care? No, my family, my gram had a house. It had a flooded basement. She said she got it from the therapist at school. Somehow. I have no idea where she lived. I never saw a picture of a house she lived in before. No idea what her life was like that way. Well, it's the life I have known. There's my gram, and where we lived, whatever, and then, and that's like the only house I've ever lived in was Graham's house. And then it was apartments. Oh, I guess foster care was a house, but it's like turned into a foster care with bunk beds and she also did daycare, so downstairs was like a daycare center thing. Everybody has like an above ground pool, not like a set in the ground pool. I have no idea how people afford anything. They inherit it from somebody else. I don't know. And then my dad lived in an apartment. We were in the basement. It's 161 French Street. My Graham's house. Somebody else lives here now. I have no idea who. Like, it feels a little bit. You should probably stop being like, this was my Graham's house. Well, I mean, I don't have any other way to, like, proof. You know, I don't know. Yeah, if I lived there, it would be huge. Almost, like, too big. But compared to houses, it's not that, like... Well, I mean, what the fuck? Isn't there, like... Yeah, Dot and Fred live next door. You're probably dead by now. Some lady named Lori lived in that house. An Indian kid lived across the street. One of these two. We used to meet at the bus stop. But yeah, we were poor. I don't know, like... I forget what the Indian kid's name was, yeah. Well, and then you compare it to Dasani, and it's like, you're never gonna look like you're as poor as this kid. We were poor, though. Like, what the... It's just a different kind of poverty. You don't have to be, like, a bitch about it. Lived in a shelter in New York City. Well, and their life was put on display as like a model pretty much, and then they got kicked out, which I think is fucked up. Like, you're gonna argue anything, they should have gotten at least the same scholarship money everybody else did. Why did someone shut my fucking speaker off? Because you're surrounded by deranged narcissists. And they're gonna pass away and no one's gonna even know who they were. Who cares? Wait them out. The fucker is around me in Portland, Oregon. God, it's like sociopaths. That's who's shutting my speaker off every day. Just like a deranged fucking sociopath. Yeah, there you go. So, like, they lived, like, in a shelter. Little baby butt. Falling apart, corroded. Yeah, the places that are designed, they don't want people to stay there. Like, they fuck it up on purpose or something, I think. As a tactic against the homeless. She won a Pulitzer Prize. The kid didn't get to graduate from the school. Like, you know, what the fuck is this planet anyway? Can't seem to get it. So, yeah. And, well, you say in some ways they have more stuff than you guys did. But no, they're living in, like, it's not their house. That is always, like, fucked up way to live. Period. Even if it was really nice, it'd be, like, not their house. You should have your own fucking house. Gold digger dig a grave, by the way. Whatever the fuck shut my speaker off just now. Like, what a deranged fucking psychopath. Yeah, find out who that fucker works for. They probably have more money than you've ever seen in your life. Like, and what they've just been, like, sitting around on their ass, shutting your speaker off and terrorizing you for 5 fucking years. Like, yeah, I hope if you're overhearing me right now, you deserve to be insulted and you should drop dead. Like, goodbye. So anyway, you know, to that standard, they put windows in this that I don't know if they were there before. Yeah, you didn't really, it was just like the way to get to the garage. That wasn't like a place to hang out. Anyway, so yeah, you get these comparisons. But that was my gram. And then my dad lived Taconic Street. Is it Taconic or Hoosick? I always fuck it up. Well, yeah, I went to foster care for a year. And then, which felt all of like there was a bed. It didn't feel like my home that I lived in at all. Like, I went to school and I went to sleep. And then I, like, tried to disassociate with the other kids there because they were kind of mean. It was not the friendliest, happiest time in my life. I'd rather forget it. So, that was my room in the basement. And then had like you walk in and it's like one big room with the living room, the kitchen, and he had like a little workstation thing. And then there was a big bedroom and a little bedroom with a bathroom in between. Right, he did always let me have the big bedroom. When he lived here, and then when he lived at Hershey. And this place would have been nice, but he honestly destroyed it. Like, it's like a rectangle. You get like a stone patio in the back. That's like, you know, these are each different apartments. Yeah, pictures from my reunion. And that's the only picture I have of my family. Was this picture from my reunion. Homecoming, yeah. That's my dad's place. He smoked so much everything inside was yellow. It was more than like an average smoker. Yeah, it's not like regular people could smoke and it's not this bad. And yeah, that's how he kept it. He lived there from when I was in 7th grade until like just before he died. Like, I think he lived there for like 15 years or something. Same couch. Anyway, I think that's it. My sister and my mom are totally separate. My sister has a different dad. We don't have the same dad. I guess it bothers me to think that she somehow got in a position to, like, attach herself to my dad before he died. Somehow. Like, she didn't even like it. What the fuck are you doing? Yeah, and once you're there, like, you just sort of have to deal with the smell. I remember, like, yeah, sitting in the car when I would go home on break. Because I didn't want to smell like cigarette smoke. You probably got nicotine through your skin just, like, being in the room. Yeah, like... Anyway, so, that was Hershey. And then, yeah, living in student homes. Which is just a totally... It's not your house. I don't know. Like, it's not your house. I have to go to, like, TikTok to show what that was like. See, I'm already exhausted just, like, thinking about it. A TL room. There's, like, an example. Oh, this is a boys' room, sorry. I was about to say, like, there's this example of a boys' room. We could never be like that. I'm not saying that they should clean it up. I'm just saying it was really different when I was there. And the house I was in. Houses. I was in, like, 5 houses with 4 sets of house parents. This is a student home apartment for TL. They were trying to get you to... It's a lot like a dorm. They even have some of the same furniture as dorms. She walks through a student home. You live there with, like, 13 people. So, you know, it's built for, like, a bunch of people to be there. Chores and stuff. Fucking around in the office is kind of funny. Mudroom. That's colorful. It's nice to have some color somewhere, yeah. Bathrooms! Yeah, you're always gonna be like, someone can walk in whenever you're taking a shit. You don't remember this? Like... Oh, they just posted that 5 days ago, too. Thanks. That actually really helps illustrate. This looks like it's probably a younger kid student home. And yeah, it's a lot like Eastmore. Yeah, that big rec room is different with ours had like a linoleum floor thing. Maybe they carpeted that. But yeah, you get a roommate. That's all very exactly. So, yeah. No, I would never want to go live there again. It was not a happy enough situation. It is memories of my life, though. Like, this is funny. This is still true to this. Did something happen? Ibuprofen. Did you die? Ibuprofen. god, the same joke. That is funny. Like, did you die? Ibuprofen. Where's that? I have no idea where this bathroom is. It looks different. It does suck to have, like, oh, but we can show off these, like, big things, and for someone who doesn't understand, it'll be so out of context, and, like, it looks like some weird American Hogwarts. What? I mean, like, I had to delude myself into thinking it was like Hogwarts while I was there to, like, not be miserable, but no, it's not. Yeah, all that glitters, bitch, like, really. No one is ever gonna impress me by picking me up and taking me to a big fancy house. I can tell you that much. Like, I just want my room. I just wanted my fucking room, you cunt. Like, I don't care about your fucking mansion at all. Like, alright, so, well, whoever thought that they could pick me up and put me in a mansion. I just wanted my room. Yeah, preferably where you weren't attacking me on a daily basis. To try to beat me into submission for something I clearly would not have wanted otherwise. Like, why else would you have, like, made everything suck for so long? Is that it? Then there's Ithaca. The dorms at Ithaca. I wonder if there's a TikTok of that. I haven't looked that up before. And then I moved here. Like, I lived in an artist community where it had a room with a bathroom and no kitchen. And then this, in an attic between then for 3 months that sucked ass. But then I've lived here since 2015. Like, yeah, long story short. Again, with bathrooms that someone can just walk in on you while you're taking a shit. Like, they're a film major. I should have switched to film, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it was really fun. I like my writing degree and stuff. But I could have learned Final Cut Pro. Like, everybody else learned how to use Final Cut Pro. And I just, like, you'd still tell stories. Like, it's okay. What is this? Not stuff I used to do. Of course I did theater in high school. Dorms. They live in the towers. No sense of privacy at all. Yeah, it's like worse even than MHS. Though I did live in a room that was open like this with no wall in the middle. At some point. Yeah, in Santo Domingo was like that. But there was a wall in Eastmore, Cedarview, and Clearview. There wasn't a wall in Jackson. Yeah. So, like, Santo Domingo and Jackson didn't have a wall for some reason. That's bullshit, dude. Like... the cinder block walls are what really give it away that it's Ithaca. Like... Oh, yeah, this is Landon. I lived in there. I lived in Roland and Landon, and then West Tower. It can be really... It is, you know, $50,000 a year. Well, you're not supposed to just stay in your dorm the whole time, true. It's just very utilitarian. You make it cute. Yeah, at least you could put pictures on your wall and shit. Same desks, right? There's circle apartments. Those are more like actual... yeah, they're expensive, like... Nobody had a baby at school. Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, not like you can't have a baby and go to college. Yeah, of course. But no, there were no babies. It's a circle apartment. Just cosplaying? What the fuck? Well, whatever. Why don't you guys paint these, like, rainbow colors or something? It's just like... I did get a single. Yeah. Eventually I got a single. I was a little happier with that, even it was like a closet. It's really weird, yeah. I earned my college scholarships, bitch, by scrubbing toilets at MHS. Like, there is nothing about my situation where you're gonna be like, oh, you had money and you were rich and I scrubbed toilets for a college scholarship, you fucking psycho. Why don't I stick your stupid head in a goddamn toilet already? Scrub it with your fucking face. Criteria to go to MHS. Like, here we go again. And then, actually, Ithaca gave me more money than MHS did. Yeah, I did not have a childhood. Like, I don't know what you don't get. Like, you go hang out with your friends and be really cool and have stories and family and stuff. I don't have that. I have a college degree, though. Like, that you don't give a fuck about, of course. I do have pictures of, the letters I got from Ithaca saying that they gave me scholarship money. What am I supposed? Thank you for taking photos of my stuff. Yeah, cool. Okay, and then you stealing everything else. Like, whatever. Like. Admission, undergraduate studies, in writing. So much to offer. They wanted a $400 deposit, like, immediately. Please give us money now. This is all, can't even read it. Scholarships. One of many. Is that it? I thought there was more. Then I studied abroad. Through Ithaca, yeah. That's how I got to go to the Czech Republic. But yeah, the scholarship paid for room and board, which is housing and food. Meal plan. And books were like, you got like a check for books. But like clothes and stuff I got on my own. Gasoline, I had a job. Had a couple jobs. Well, not at the same time, but a couple jobs through the years there. Worked for DPDO, I worked for the speech pathology lab. Miss Sneeze. Yeah, bitch, I had a job. Like, you're expected to have a job in this life, as far as I know, and then I had them too, and now I can't work. Like, what don't you get about what you did to me? Like, just gonna rip your fucking head off. This was on medical leave of absence and was really, really hard, cleaning in a hotel. But driving at the airport, DPDO, and being a secretary, which I just like filed papers mostly, and they made me do labels on an electric typewriter. Like, I had jobs in college. I had jobs after college. Now it feels like my life is totally fucking derailed, if not ruined. My body has been fucked with. people won't listen to me. Something fucked up took over the whole world like a fucking fascist nightmare. Like, you know, there was like a Holocaust or something. Oh, and right, if they might, like, physically murder me when they physically remove me from my home in a couple days. Possibly. I don't know. Like, maybe I should look at what does the sheriff even look like? So, yeah, like, literally this blonde lady is supposed to show up at your door. Hope they're not fucking related to the neighbor. That would be, like, awful. Yeah. Well, my neighbor has been fucking with me. I mean, not to be... There, like, yeah, just there are features that they could be related. I don't fucking know. Like, maybe. Everyone could literally be related, and that's why they were so, like, joined together somehow. I don't know. Maybe that's too much of a... I'm just, like, upset. It's too much of a leap. I don't know. What, am I... Hey, lady, don't kill me. Like... No one's emailed me back, right? That hasn't already. Well, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, too. It's almost 7. I don't have any reasonable, like... Oh, come on, you don't have to really be worried they're gonna murder you. They're just gonna throw you outside in the rain. What, that's not the same thing? Yeah, as opposed to just shooting you on sight. Yeah. They're just gonna throw you outside in the rain. With, like, whatever you can hold in a cart. there's not enough time to have the laundry fucking dry. Like, maybe I should do that right now, actually. I kind of want to eat some more again first. Yeah, I want to scream. How dare you? Like, why are you also making me, like, putting me in a position where it's almost like you're bargaining with God? Why would God let anybody die? Everybody dies. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this stupid fucking scenario? How dare you? I'm supposed to be 36, like, at the end of the month. Like, almost exactly 2 weeks from now. And you made me fucking have to, like, over imagine horrible scenarios over and over and over and over. Like, it does something for you. Yeah, what, everyone hates their fucking lives and their fucking jobs so much. It's that who walks away from Amelia's bullshit. Yeah, I like Ursula K. Le Guin, but what the level of deranged of somebody like taking her work and like making people live it for fun or something. So yeah, we have to keep this kid in a state of unhappy to make ourselves feel better, like, because we would not do these jobs and we wouldn't keep going and we wouldn't, somehow it like makes us feel better. This is wrong. It's always gonna be wrong, no matter how many times you've ever done it. Whoever the fuck you're gonna do it to next, it's wrong. Stop acting like I am, because you're scared of me, because I have a voice of my own, because I have my own fucking personality, and for some reason that's intimidating to you. Get the fuck away from me! I didn't invite you into my room. No, I'm scared there's like not enough time left. They're not even gonna be fucking real with you. People have been pulling shit for years. They just found some weird way to get away with everything they did to me. Like I was a fucking science experiment. There's not one of you that can break from your cult and be like, you know what, this is fucked up. Like, what? What the fuck is this shit? Yeah, power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely, right? Like, whatever the fuck someone thought was a good idea clearly got, like, level of genocide. Something smells weird all of a sudden. I don't know what the fuck in my head, where I got hit in the head on the side in April. Got hit in the head on the back in 2012. I think that someone actually hit me. But in April of 2025, this year, this thing fell off a shelf and hit me. And when I get really upset, it like, you can like feel it. No, you don't like me so much you wish I was dead, proves that you're something evil, that did evil shit to me. That's all that would want me to be dead. 'Cause I'm correct, and they fucked with me real bad. That's who would want me dead. I don't know what to do. I want to go back to sleep for like a minute, but I'm also like caffeinated. Oh, isn't it fun? We love putting you in this position. We've done it what, dozens of times at this point, just since 2020. Like, you have hours. You could get killed. Like, you are gonna end with, like, everything is gonna be soul crushingly horrible within the matter of hours. Isn't it funny? Maybe something in your body can just explode and, like, wasn't it just so nice of people to do this? Aren't they just the best? Don't you just love humans? Not you, but humans in general are probably like, alright. Is that all you're ever trying to get me to do? To hate everyone like you did? Whoever the fuck thought this was a good idea? No, everything has been like a bad timeline. That doesn't make sense of the trajectory you thought things were going. Like, the bad guys took over. For 5 years. And the idea, there's people, they agree with you, they also think that too, but they're gonna watch you die. Doesn't make any sense. It literally, people could donate to my GoFundMe today and I wouldn't get the money by tomorrow. Management needs to email me back and say, like, okay, we're not going to evict you. Do you see that happening? Like, what other fucking option is there? The last email I got is they're on vacation. Oh, they returned yesterday. The idea that they would, you're just like a problem. They'd rather not deal with it. Like, you can't do that to me. It is like screaming, oh my god, take it back. This fucking notice, take it back right fucking now. Like you're screaming at somebody with a gun pointed in your face. Oh, we staged all of this to make you feel something that we feel. You're psycho. Good person. I didn't need to be corrected. You have had people fuck with me every goddamn year of my life. Every fucking job I've had. Everywhere I have gone. You needed a correction. This life is bullshit. Anyone, yeah, good. We want, congratulate. Yeah, that's what we want. We want her to cry. We want her to yell about how much MHS sucked and fucking every job she's ever had sucked and her own family sucks. That's what we want. We want some real raw emotion about capitalism sucking. You're evil too. It's 7:11 a.m., 11th of December, 2025. Universal human rights or everything is bullshit. Hopefully, it's not gonna just be for family, friends, and favorites that get to stay around once they're done, like, fucking with everybody else that was not interested in whatever the fuck they were doing. Yeah, hope I'm still here tomorrow and the day after and the day after that and the years after that, and like to live to be like as long as I could possibly live.